Today's video presented by EA Game Changers. Hey everyone, it's Krystin and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. So for today's video, you guys, we are back with some more early access, and of course we are doing a speed build. So this one was so much fun to do, you guys. I literally am so excited to have this in my game permanently so that I can do like more builds and stuff. One thing that I definitely regret not adding in this build is something to do with the pond, but this was actually on one of the smaller lots. This I believe was the 20 by 30, which does seem pretty big, but I did actually add in like some gardening stuff, and that definitely took up most of the outside area. Yeah, you guys are seeing I struggled so much with this roof. So I wanted to really pay attention to the roof because we do have those new elements that you can add. I don't really know the correct terminology for it, but that you can put on like the top seam of the roof, and I'm kind of obsessed with them. I just feel like it adds that super duper cozy, chunky cottage look to the roofing, like the total Snow White type of like, yeah, cottage roof. So the only thing about that, if you have two different roof areas that like kind of tee on top of each other, like how I have one of the roofs going like vertical, one going the other way like a T, I wasn't actually able to add them onto the top part. So I do want to get a little bit more comfortable with them because, like I said, they are so adorable to use. I have so many different builds that I want to do, including something that's like the butterfly and of course with the bee with that new stained glass. I do kind of wish we had those in like a bigger version as well, because the round version of that window is literally like one square. It's like super teeny tiny. So I would have liked to have seen that a little bit bigger, but I definitely will be doing something more with that. And this red color is so pretty. It's not like a super fire engine red. It's more of like that country brick color red. Like, yeah, I love it. And then the new fencing. So I do like the fencing, all of those like wood tones and stuff. And one thing that I forgot to do, like once I get a little further in, I was like, oh yeah, wait, we have like the little farms, like the little barn sheds that we can add. So I do need to get used to having like the size of those be incorporated. So I do feel like a lot of these builds will do so much better on the larger lots. Like if you choose something that's like 30 by 40, or even bigger, honestly, because when it comes to like if you want to have a farm, garden, pets and all of that stuff, like you are definitely going to need a lot more land. And usually I tend to gravitate towards like the smaller lots, but I do feel like it's a lot more better to use the bigger ones so you can like space everything out, because you're also going to need to have like your barns fenced in as well. And I kind of like, once I get this pack and I do start my actual like mini series, I kind of held off, you guys. Here's the thing. I did actually film 3 different episodes of like the gameplay with this. I really wish that, I don't know, I might post it eventually. If you guys want to still see it, let me know. But I just really want to have this in my game so that I don't have to end my series. And yeah. So that's kind of the thing, like I just really want to get in here and make like, I'm kind of thinking about doing a sim self, but I'm not exactly sure. But I do know that I will be starting something just because like, it's just so cute. There's so many different things that you can do. Like you can have your pets, you can customize your pets, you can actually earn money. Like if you have chickens or even if you have cows, like you can milk your cows and sell the milk. I believe it was like $15 per jug of like per glass bottle of milk. And the same with the chickens, like you can collect the eggs, and there's just like so many different things that you can do to earn money. So if you wanted to do like a rags to riches, like starting from the bottom, getting rich and seeing different ways to earn money, there also is your crop. So yeah, oh my gosh, see these little decals that I'm actually placing on the ground? Those are probably one of my absolute favorite features that did come with country living. Like, oh my gosh. So what happens if you, I'm sure you guys have seen it by now from like other Game Changers videos, but when you place those decals and you go into live mode, those will actually turn into real real like species. So you'll have like, if you have glow flies in the night, it will actually like glow. And one of my favorites is definitely the crocodile. So yeah, I didn't use it on this. One thing I want to see, I don't know if the crocodile is limited to water only. Like, I'm not exactly sure if you wanted to have a crocodile in your backyard fenced in. Like, I don't know if you could actually do that, be like Tiger King or something like that. But yeah, this home is so adorable. Like the new windows and also the flower boxes, like everything is just, yeah, so adorable. And it really matches with like cats and dogs, like just all of the furniture. And yeah, so, and in the debug also, I want to mention that you can actually like fully customize your gardens. Like this is so amazing. So when I actually get into gameplay, I definitely will not be adding them in, because one of my favorite parts is actually having gardens. You guys know from some of my previous series, I just love gardening, and I love the fact that we now have like an addition onto it. So with these crops, there's like 2 different ways that you can grow different crops. You will see there's like one with the row of 9, or the 3x3, which is like a square of 9 fruit or vegetables. And then there is the one that is like a single. So with this pack, you can do oversized crops, and you can just like keep them for yourself, or you can even enter them into the competition that is over into the town. Like there's a little area that you can go. So that's one thing that I want to learn a little bit more of, because you can actually like win ribbons, all of that stuff. And I think it's actually pretty cool. So I do want to, yeah, like there's just so much that I want to do with this when it comes to build and also the actual gameplay. Like it definitely is what I have been waiting for. Same with so many of you guys. Like I just feel like when it comes to like having like livestock, cows, chickens, all of this, like in addition to gardening, like I just feel like so many of us have been waiting for this. So this home is actually a 2-bedroom. So the upstairs is a little bit wonky when it comes to the layout, just because it does have like so many of the peaks. But if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know that I've taken a little bit of a break from building. I believe the last build that I placed was maybe like November or something like that. I definitely have been kind of focusing more on like gameplay and stuff, but yeah, I have missed building so much, and there's just so much content now. And these counters definitely remind me of the country kitchen, the little like kit that we have, but they definitely have like their own unique look. So the kitchen I did try to do originally in that little nook, but it just looked a little bit off and it wasn't cozy looking. So I thought, okay, so there's only 2 rooms upstairs. Originally I was gonna put the bathroom upstairs, and that little room that has the archway, I did want to put like a little library, like a little study area in there. So that's where that is. I was gonna do also like a granny suite, like to have like a little elder's bedroom in here, but I thought I would do just the little library area, or like, yeah, that's what I call it. It's not a library, it's like a book of shelves. Like my grandmother had a room like that as well that had, well, hers was a little bit more. She had like a whole bedroom that was like transformed into a library, but hers was definitely bigger and had actual like aisles of books. I think that's where I get my addiction from. But yeah, so downstairs has the kitchen, which I love the layout of this kitchen. The wallpaper, you guys are gonna see there is so many different mushrooms, and you have so many different options to do different like cottage core living, like in a forest type of builds, from tiny homes, cottage homes. And there's literally just so much that you can do. Even if you just wanted to have like an actual just country traditional type of home, like this stuff definitely works. And the fridge, the cooler fridge is so adorable as well. And the fig tree, considering that I have one of those that I am literally, it's on its last legs, you guys. I literally cannot keep fig trees alive. I don't know if it's the climate here, but my home, it does go from like hot to cold. In Canada, that's a typical Tuesday. But yeah, just looking at it, it is sad. If you guys can see, it's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, so I'm just gonna like live my best life with a fig tree in The Sims. And look at that emerald green color, or the forest green. I don't know why I said emerald, but it is so beautiful. And all of like the little details and the clutter, even the build by has so much clutter items. You guys, there is literally now a brown bag like full of groceries that you can use in even Crumple Bottom's purse. So a lot of like really helpful stuff, like that purse. Oh my gosh, like I was so wondering, like when we seen the trailer with Miss Crumplebottom when she was like beating somebody with her purse, I was kind of wondering, like, are we actually going to be able to add purses in KrystinMyrie? But it is definitely just a prop that she pulls out, kind of like if you're putting a shoe on. Yeah, so those are like just all in the debug. But this little stool that you are seeing is actually just sized down, but you can use that as a chair as well. And there's a lot of like really cute different colors for it. So downstairs, I feel like I've been trying to explain the layout of this, but the downstairs is open concept when it comes to the kitchen with the Eden Island, as well as the living room, which is super teeny tiny, but definitely does everything it needs to do. There's also the bathroom that is off of the living room, and then the little study area that is like when you first walk in. And upstairs, like I said, is definitely a little bit awkward. So those bay windows are so adorable as well. The only ones that we really have are the ones that did come with base game. So we definitely needed an updated version just because I love using them, especially in smaller homes as well. I just think they are like super adorable. I did use the curtains basically in every room just because it did definitely fit and they're new. So they're super cute. So upstairs, I wanted to make sure that we did have a computer. The downstairs island also does have that typewriter, which is new, as well as the desk upstairs. So one of the really cool new features is basically you can call to have groceries delivered, kind of like, I don't know, any kind of delivery. You also can now order food. So it's basically like Uber Eats, but it's like two separate things. You can call, have your groceries delivered, and then you can also have like specialty foods delivered right to your door. And that's in my gameplay that I don't know if I'm posting, but yeah, the bedrooms are super tiny, super cluttered. Those are like the new pictures, and over in here is just kind of the kids' room. So because this room is so tiny, I wanted to try to like make the most of it. So I did use the loft bunk beds. You guys will see that I was like, wait, how am I gonna make this work? And then I end up putting in the loft bunk beds with one underneath, and also there's like a wardrobe over on the other side. Then yeah, in the hallway, there's really not too much going on in the hallway other than just like the little desk area, just because downstairs I didn't add in like an office anywhere. But yeah, I am obsessed with this pack. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys that are into like the country building or the gameplay that you have been waiting for better gardening and also being able to have livestock, I think you guys are really gonna love this. But if you want to see a full overview on both Build Buy and also Create a Sim, I did post one as soon as embargo released, you guys, that shows every single item with every single swatch over on my channel. So of course, make sure to let me know what you guys are most excited about with Country Living Expansion. Let me know down in the comments, and hopefully I'm gonna see you all next time. Bye guys.
No one like myself to hold my hand, standing in the shadows of where we have been.